Good morning, everybody. Let's see here. Woke up slightly earlier because I need to get some stuff done before I head into town today. But I'm trying to find the puppers before we go on our short little walk today. Hi, chicks. The chicks want something different. They want their food. Zona, this one right there, she was up on the steps of the RV just squawking away, trying to get me to come out and feed her. Alright, where are those pups? Let's go find the doggies. Levi, Winston! Levi, Winston! Usually when I wake up, they're right underneath the RV, kind of sleeping and resting and getting ready for the day. But they must be out exploring. All right, hopefully we run into them along the walk. Oh, there they are. There they are. Hi, big guy. Hi there, little guy. How are you guys doing? Huh? How you doing? Where were you guys? Where were you guys? Where were you? Yeah, big floopy floof. Oh, these guys make me so happy. Hi there. Well, where are you going? Where are you going? Let's go for a walk. Let's go. Come on. All right. Well, I have to admit, I am overwhelmed. Not discouraged, but definitely overwhelmed. There is way too much to do. And things just take longer than I anticipate. So yesterday was a little difficult because I was trying to get that hoop coop, get one of the hoop coops done to get the chickens moved. I didn't complete it. I got close, but I didn't quite complete it. I could have pushed. It's like 6:30 and I realized I just need to call it quits instead of pushing through to get it done. I just need to call it quits because I had to clean up and then go inside to make dinner, and then which really just consisted of reheating some things that Katie had already made. So making dinner wasn't really anything, but then I had to edit too, and that actually took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Surprise. So anyway, yeah, I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed, and it's not necessarily because of the nature around me being, growing up and stuff. It's just there's so many things to do. Like, for example, I cannot keep the sheep behind the woven wire, or not the woven wire, the poly wire fence. They'll stay inside of the sheep netting that we got, but they won't stay behind the wire fence. Electrified or not electrified, doesn't matter. And right now we don't have any crops or anything for them to ruin, but they just get all over the property. They go inside the carport, and it drives me crazy because they poop everywhere and they knock things down and rub up against things, and so like it's just that. So now it's just another thing to do to trying to get something out of my eye to keep them contained. And I was like, oh, forget it, I just need to work on the chicken coop. So that's just one of many examples. I need to mow, need to clean up the property. We haven't even, Katie started seeds, but we haven't even really prepped the garden bed. Haven't really made a garden bed other than what our neighbor Dan came over and did. I need to get some lime. I think it's called lime. Granulated lime, I think it is. Spray that down, fertilize, kind of prep it even more. Haven't done that. Feeling super behind on that. So overwhelmed, not discouraged, but definitely overwhelmed, and it gets to me. So yesterday was, I got some, like I said, I got the hoop coop mostly finished. There's a couple areas I need to put up the chicken wire, you know, and the chicken wire is not permanent, it's just temporary to get those chickens in there. Hardware cloth is on the way from Amazon and we'll make it more permanent. I like the way it's turning out, but I just wish it was done. And then I still have 2 more to do. So I need to get that done because I need to get those chickens out of those 2 small AV2 coops, because they're getting big and they need to be able to stretch their legs and their wings per se. We haven't walked through the barn for a while. Let's go walk through the barn. I think this barn is so cool. I walk through the barn and of course look at the little repairs or the big repairs I need to do on it, but it's still a cool barn. Maybe I'll turn you guys around and we'll just do a little exploring here. I love the fact that there's a big old stack of really nice rough sawn lumber. Got a nice old big old spool of woven wire for fence repair. I wonder if that, let's see here, there was at one point oh yeah, I think there's still no, I thought that was an egg. It's not. There was a turkey vulture in here at one point, and Winston got the egg. But like this door right here, it's the wall that it's on, it needs to be secured down at the bottom down there. So I need to re-secure that. Just a couple little things, little with air quotes, to fix this barn, not to mention that whole wall over there needs to come down and be put back up. But still a cool barn and in fairly good shape. I mean, there's a foundation on it. It's holding up pretty well. Water comes through when it rains. You can see I dug a trench right here trying to get the water to go out, but I didn't dig deep enough because I kept hitting rock and I ran out of gas on the trencher when we had it. But water comes down from the roof, doesn't hit any gutters, goes down and then flows underneath or beside and then flows into here, which over long term is not good for it. You can see how much the foundation is buried there, almost buried there, and it comes down. So, but like, need to fix this little area there. This wall's coming out, bending outward because it's not secured up there. You know, some of these are pretty easy fixes. Just have a friend come over and help me out, get like a 10-ton jack or something and jack some stuff up and fix these little issues. Such a cool barn. The red color is cool. I think I prefer just the natural, non-painted, just patinaed wood, but it is cool having that red barn too. Okay, so today I'm going to do the chores and then I'm going to continue working on that hoop coop and see if I can get all of the wire finished and the tarp onto it and a perch made and then move those chickens into it all before I have a 3:30 appointment in town to get a flat tire fixed on the truck. Right now I'm riding on the spare. I ran over a pretty sizable screw about 2 weeks ago and ended up putting the full sized spare tire on. This was on the rear passenger side and I've been driving on that ever since. Just need to get that repaired. You guys, Levi, Winston, no, you leave it. Good boy. What a good boy. Yes, good job. Good job. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, I want to get to comments because there were some pretty good comments last night. that I was reading through on yesterday's vlog, and I want to address them. One of which, actually there were a couple comments. I got blue coat on my fingers. There were a couple comments about commands and the dogs. Saying them once, teaching them come, sit, stay, leave it. Not repeating yourself over and over to get them to do what you want to do. I know all that. I really do. And I have not been practicing, employing that technique with Winston and Levi. It's one of those, just don't have the time, and I'm just not doing it correctly. I know, and I can see it. Overall, they do listen, but both of them are pretty stubborn. Anatolian Shepherd is a stubborn mix, or stubborn breed. Great Pyrenees is definitely a stubborn breed. So overall, they're pretty stubborn dogs, but they do listen, which is great. And hey, you guys, let's not eat that crow or that raven. Come on, we don't need to see it every day. Let's go. Neat. Dogs, your dog snakes. Good job, Levi, thank you. Winston, Kinsley, let's go. Good girl, Kinsley, good girl, yes. Oh, good boy, Winston, what a good boy. Oh, what a good boy, yes, 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 yes. So that's my yes is the reward word. Train them with treats to yes, and so hopefully that gives them a little dopamine rush whenever they hear it. So anyway, so yes, I know on the whole dog training thing, Katie and I trained Floyd and Kinsley. We did quite a bit of training with them, and I definitely have not spent even close to that amount of time with Winston and Levi. They know down, they know sit, they know the yes. They don't really know what leave it means or come. I know I need to do that, especially being able to recall them. But thank you for the reminder, because it's just so easy just to kind of go on a day by day. And then, next thing you know, they're 2 years old, 3 years old, and so, okay, I'm down at the creek. I'll point you guys down to the creek while I read some comments. There were some additional good ones. Oh, did I bring my glasses? Hang on a second. I need to switch into my glasses so I can actually see something, so I can actually read. Okay, you ready? There were some new ones that came in too. Okay, so there are so many comments about loving the sound of the creek and coming down on these nature walks, so we'll continue doing this. We're not going to do it every single time, but we'll do this pretty often because I do like having my morning walks with the dogs. The dogs like it too. It's good for us. So there was some, Mrs. Moon said, is that Mimulus grutatus, and maybe y'all have ginseng. That'd be cool if we had ginseng. I haven't looked for it, but I also haven't really seen it. And hoping your wood boogers are friendly. I don't really know what that means. I hope they're friendly too. I don't know what that means. But the Mimulus grutatus, I think it has like a small yellow flower. So if we head down there, I'll do the plant app on it, on a couple of those, and see if that's what it is. Please do everything. Melanie says, please do everything you can to protect and restore the creek. I've seen it in action here in Minnesota. Native plants all the way. Yeah, that would be awesome. Down the line, we certainly have intentions to kind of restore this area, get rid of some of these invasive plants and stuff as best we can. It's a big property, it's a big creek, but we'll do our best. Hello, Nate and Katie. Love watching your videos from the farmhouse repairs as well as the animals. We've been dreaming of taking the leap into homesteading and love to watch your videos, but also to get ideas, but also to see how hard the work is going to be into the journey such as yours. Anywho, keep up the hard work and inspire all of us who watch. Oh, well, thank you. That was from Lynn S. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. I think it's cool that, when I started on this journey, I was inspired by so many people that I watched on YouTube, and then, reading comments like this or hearing from from people that we meet that we've inspired them. It's still weird to me that we have, but I get it. You know, I understand. So I think it's really cool that we're also inspiring people. Margaret B. Margaret, you've been around for a long time. The app on your phone is handy, being able to identify the various types of vegetation on the property. Thanks for sharing. If you find out whether any of those, any of that is edible, would be nice too. Have a blessed day. Yes, definitely. It'll tell us if it's edible. The more, and then of course we can do some more search on that particular plant or tree or whatever outside of the app to find more information. But there were a couple comments about being very careful to make sure that it is the plant that I think it is before I ingest anything. Yes, absolutely. I don't 100% rely on the app, the Picture This app, to fully identify the plant, the tree, the whatever. It's a great start, but I don't 100% rely on it. And I mean, sometimes it's like, it's obvious, yes, that's what that is. Other things that I'm just not fully aware of, I will continue on research before we do any sort of using it for medicinal purposes, eating, whatever. Patty Long says, Nate, don't miss the boat on another channel idea, Kraemer Creek, Creek with a K. There are videos out there with non-stop nature noises. Yeah, I had thought about that for a long time, to do a nature type video. Not sure where we would place it, if it'd be a new channel or just a video maybe on Keeping It Kraemer, and then just putting it out there and you guys can watch it as much as you want to, fall asleep to it, whatever. But yeah, the sounds back here are amazing. It'd be great just to have like an 8-hour long video where it's just the sounds and the images of the creek back here. Something that people can fall asleep to. That's a great idea, and we had definitely thought about that. Let's see here. Do you ever, so Miss Sherry says, do you ever get poison ivy off the dogs? Years ago, while I had a farm, I got poison ivy off the farm dogs. Maybe. So definitely think about that when we pet the animals that are outdoors, I guess even Kinsley. And you know, when I pet the pigs, like I'm always well, the pigs are constantly rubbing up against trees, and the trees have poison ivy vines on them. So I know that they have poison ivy oils all over them. So whenever I pet the pigs, either I do it with gloves when I have my gloves on, or I'll wash my hands and use hand sanitizer on my hands pretty quickly afterwards. Katie and I haven't had any poison ivy rash yet. I'm not going to say it'll never happen, but so far we haven't had it. Either it doesn't affect both of us, but I'm pretty certain it would affect Katie because she's allergic to everything, or we have a pretty good method to contain or control the spread of the oils. So when we use hand sanitizer, it's my understanding, and it's worked so far, that the alcohol in the hand sanitizer will break down the oil that is what causes the allergic reaction on the human skin. And so I use hand sanitizer quite a bit whenever I'm doing something with the animals. When I pet Levi and Winston, I'm worried about it because they do, like Winston will lay under the cedar tree at the top of the driveway over by the carport, and that has some poison ivy vines around it. And so, you know, I'll just wash my hands and stuff, but definitely an easy way to get poison ivy is through touching other animals or other things that have had contact with poison ivy. And then I wanted to respond to this one. So this is from Annie F. She says, I'm honestly really confused. This is about the two channels. These two channels are so similar, even to the point of discussing the same projects and happenings. I really can't see a difference with all the double ups and lack of contrast. I have no idea which one of the channels I've watched. Does it matter to me? Not really, except I know what's happening before I watch the second one. But aren't you concerned about spreading your viewers over two channels and putting in so much work, editing, etc.? Am I the only one thinking it's deja vu land? And there are a couple replies back into that. somebody says, I agree, it's difficult to follow the content because it's so dragged out and lengthy. She says, so Linda continues, I love the second channel and the beauty of the walks to the creek. Love the projects too. It's nice to have both, and I'm happy to see a boost in income to help grow the homestead. So that was Linda. So originally Ann said that she's the one that she's confused. I get it, I understand. I'll reply to her directly in the comments, but I want to address it here the best that I can. Okay, so we do have two channels. We have the Kraemer Life, which has been our main channel and our only channel for a little over 2 years. And that channel is typically each video, we try to release 3 videos a week, try to do Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes we get off on schedule, sometimes we don't do all 3 per week. Typically, each video is 2 or 3 days worth of filming and then editing and putting together. And it's really kind of project-based, whether that project is our gardening adventures, whether it's working on the house, building things. And so we only do 3 days a week, and there's a lot of little things that don't get included into the vlog because it's kind of focused around the project that we're working on. Whereas this channel, Keeping It Kraemer, is our daily vlog where it's not project-based. It is talking about yesterday, today, and tomorrow, bringing in some of those behind the scene, behind the filming that don't get included in the regular Kraemer Life videos. And there is definitely a lot of overlap. And I will say that, so the Keeping It Kraemer channel, the one you're watching here, it's nearly real time. I'm filming now and I'll post in a couple hours. There's almost zero editing other than putting it into my computer, making sure the sound is at the right volume. And if I have to cut some clips together, I'll do that. But typically this takes me like 10 minutes to adjust the sound, render it, and upload it. Whereas the Kraemer Life, like I said, it's 2 or 3 days worth of filming and editing, takes hours to edit. And there are many times where I am a week, sometimes even 2 weeks behind in my editing and posting. So you may see on the Kraemer Life something that's 2 weeks old that we've talked about here on Keeping It Kraemer a few times because I'm current in my date. So I get it. I understand that it's confusing. And am I worried about spreading out the viewers and the views? No, not really. You know, if it happens to be where if you're watching the daily Keeping It Kraemer vlogs and you feel content and you feel up to date with us and you're happy with just that content and you don't watch the Kraemer Life vlogs, I'm totally okay with that. If you watch both, that's fantastic. And I really enjoy doing this daily vlog thing, talking through things with you, because it does help me feel more connected. I love reading the comments, and it's just, I don't know, I like it. So I understand the confusion, I get it, and the fact that things are drawn out and lengthy, yeah, that's one of the concerns that I have too, is that we have so many projects going on that it's so hard to film the completion of a single project. And so it seems like I'm working on the hoop coops forever. I'm working on the house forever, which I'm going to be working on, you know, the landscaping forever. Yeah, I get it. That's how I feel. I'm sure that's how it comes across, but that's just kind of the way things are for now. So, all right, I've done enough yapping. So let's end it. Oh, I'm gonna go identify these little yellow plants, little yellow flowers for us. See if I have any data here. So I'll bring up the app. So there's some yellow flowers over here. Let's check them out. Don't drop my phone in the water, please. Come on. Okay. Let's see what these things are. So that's golden ragwort. I wonder if that's what she was talking about with the minimalist something. Oh, so bad with those things. All right, I'm gonna set you guys down. We'll have a couple minutes worth of just creek noises for this to end, but I appreciate you watching this, and this is the last Keeping It Kraemer for this week. We'll be back on Monday. Katie will be back with us. So I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great Friday also, and I'll see you on Monday.